Yeah.
I've said this before, but people seem to forget that Esau is the same motherfucker that used Agent Orange in Vietnam. And all them people to this day are still having birth defects.
Right.
And they're fucked up now.
Yeah.
And Esau hasn't paid for that. But yet he comes up with this experimental thing, the vectors you call it, in under 2 months, was it 2 months he developed it? And all the animals died in the trials, right? But yet these stupid idiots still want to roll up their sleeve and, oh, well, it's Esau. But, you know, he's our friend. You know, he ain't never done anything bad.
Even the whole Boxers Rebellion situation, people are still fucked up over there in China.
Yeah.
Because of that Boxer Rebellion shit. People got birth defects and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, Esau, I mean, he's playing his part though. He's playing his part really good. He's basically the man of death that cannot be satisfied. That's just what he is. That's what they're doing right now. They're just trying to get their new world order on and popping. They want to see it activation. So we got to get these numbers. If we can convince these people to work for us to pretty much jab the people up with the spike, then hey, the job is getting done, and we got to move fast. And I'm glad that you brought that point out, because I was thinking about that as well.
Which point was that?
When you said they have to speed it up because they don't want people to catch up. That's why they're moving so quick, because if they move slowly and they drag their feet, guess what's gonna happen? People are gonna catch up to what they're doing. People are already catching up to what they're doing already, and they are moving faster. Just imagine if they were moving slow with their agenda. Come on, man.
And that ties into the prophecy where the Lord said he will shorten the days for the elect's sake.
Yeah.
So it's all fulfillment of prophecy, man. Whatever Esau does, he's only fulfilling the will of the Most High. Precept.
Go on, brother.
It says Psalms 2:1. Why did the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing?
Yeah.
You know, so this new world order is a vain thing. Esau has labored and toiled and spent so many years coming up with all these plans and all these formulas and doing all these flipping tests. And that's another one, if I may just speak about this quickly. So like I don't want to talk too much, but if you remember MK Ultra, right? What they do when they do MK Ultra on someone is they do a form of torture, and then they give them a bit of reprieve from the torture, and then they torture them again, then they ease it up, then they torture them again. All that has the effect of breaking down a person's mind.
Yeah.
And when the person's mind's broken down enough, they will just accept anything that they're told. Yeah. That's how they program them. Wow. Esau is doing that on a mass scale through the lockdowns. And okay, we're coming out of lockdown, we're going back into lockdown. Oh no, we might lock down. Oh, we're not sure, we've got this variant. Esau's doing all of this, and it's like a wide scale MK Ultra operation on the people, because he's breaking down the minds of the people to where the people are scared of everything now. Like, for example, people who don't know this truth, they're scared of Delta variant, they're scared of potential lockdowns, they're scared of, oh, what if it lockdowns again, I can't get food for my family? What if I'm gonna have to lose my job? If I don't take this thing, I might not get any money. All these things, people are so afraid, and that makes them destabilized, which allows Esau to come in and bring his order out of the chaos. So, you know what I mean? He's very subtle in what he does. The water. Yeah, I just wanted to put that point out. So it's like a mass scale psyop on the people to affect their minds, because people are, like when they just lifted the lockdown over here, traveling home on the train, people are all flipping wilding out on the train like they just couldn't wait to go back to the club. They couldn't wait to go back to the club. They were like, they had all this, because these people are steeped in wickedness. They don't know righteousness, man. They don't know how to sit down and be quiet and meditate. They just want to do folly, and now they're allowed to do it again. They're doing it twice as hard. Just like I said the other day in the chat, going home on the train, 4 flamers sitting in front of me all freaking off. I mean, these people just can't wait to do their wickedness, man.
And you're going to be holding them up. Just think about that shit. We're going to be the ones holding them up if we don't take the thing.
Yep, and they're going to hate us for it.
Yeah.
So it all ties into the prophecies.
Right, which is, as it says in the Apocrypha, it says, good against the evil, evil against the good. So it's going to be evil forces going up against the forces of righteousness. But see, we're not going to bow down to them. We don't really. And then another thing as well, right? Like, let's just say that scenario happens where people are going to blame those that haven't got the spike. And we are part of that group, which we will be a part of that group. I'm not going to give 2 shits about what these people think. Because in my mind, I want them dead any dog.
That's right.
I can't stand these jokers sometimes. Sometimes I'll be looking at these people like, these fucking jackasses.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't give a damn. I'm going to be doing what I'm... And you know what, too, as well? It's going to be, to me personally, right? It's going to be an enjoyment.
Yes.
To see these people look at me a certain way and get angry because I'm not doing what they want me to do. Man, fuck you, man. Get the hell out of here, man. Like, what do you got to live for? Your life is vain. My life is worth something, man.
That's right.
That's right, and that's a beautiful spirit to be in. And I'm the same way, man. I'm literally, like, for example, I have a Facebook. I don't really post much on it, but there's people who I knew I went to school with or I've worked in previous jobs with, and they're not really friends. They're just associates, because you've got to know the difference between a friend and an associate. And my friends are the brothers who are doing this work in this truth. But you got these people with their little things on Facebook, their banners saying, "I just took the shot," you know, "I just got my second dose," and I'm like, yeah. I'm like looking at my watch saying, okay, let's see how long you last. Will you be around in 2 years? Will you be around in 3 months? And I'm literally waiting, man. I actually want to see a lot of these people, put down, man.
Yeah, so I mean, that's our mentality. Our mentality is, look, man, fuck y'all. Because at the end of the day, man, like, we're all cut from a different cloth. You're with this world, and we're in the world of righteousness. That's the bottom line. So our life is more valuable than your life. Because what are you gonna go? Okay, if I get the thing, if we all get the thing, then what are you gonna go back into doing? What? Doing the same fucking shit, clubbing, committing adultery, smoking weed, getting into sodomization. That's what you people are all about. We're not about that. We're about a changing of things. And the things that we want to see, man, is righteousness. The things of righteousness. Okay, I don't want to specify. I just want to just say, just to keep it short, righteousness. That's what we want to see.
Yep.
We want to see the earth change from one thing to another thing, from wickedness to righteousness. That's what we want to see. So with that being said, we're going to forsake all that we can forsake of this world, and we don't really give a damn what people think or what they feel. Fuck your feelings. Fuck what you think. I don't like y'all anyway, man. Most of y'all, I don't like y'all, man.
Yep.
You got these jackass women out here wearing tights and shit, showing their ass. And they've been showing their ass forever. How long are you going to show your ass? Come on, man. Even yet, still to this very moment in time, like, certain men are waking up and they're realizing, man, I don't really want to deal with no woman. These women are too much, man. Yeah. And that's why they're showing their ass more than they ever did before, because they need a fucking dude.
Yeah.
Go on, brother.
This is John 17:13. And now I am come unto thee, and these things I spake in the world, that they might have my joy filled in themselves. I have given them thy word, and the world have hated them.
Right, and the world have hated them. So in this case, that's going to play out. Because the world hated us back then. What is it, the 2/3 of Israel? So they're going to hate us again, because they're going to want to go back into fulfilling the lust of their flesh in this life, as well as this eon, this whole entire empire, in this age. All that's in league with Satan will hate us, because we're going to be holding them up. Preventing them from fulfilling the wickedness that they want to fulfill in their minds. Go on, brother. Come on, man.
And the world have hated them, because they are not of the world.
Because they are not of the world. And we're going to show and prove that. It's going to be shown by our actions. Eyes are going to see. The eyes of the people of this world are going to see us, and they're going to see us react in a different way. We're going to have a different response towards the powers that be, who they serve. And we're going to show that we don't serve the powers that be, and we don't even fucking serve you people out there.
That's right.
Okay? So it's going to be known that we're of a different cloth. We're cut from a different cloth from you people. Go on, brother.
Right. And it says, they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world.
Even as I am not of the world. Yahushua wasn't of the world. Yahushua did the unthinkable that the men of Israel couldn't do. And I'm talking about the Pharisees and the Sadducees, all of these dudes that were in high positions in the ancient Roman Empire. They didn't understand what Yahushua was doing, because he was going far left with it, according to them. When in all reality, he was going far right. They was going far left. So it's the same way like how it is right now. When push comes to shove, and people have to be pushed towards making the decision, am I going to take the thing or am I not going to take the thing? A lot of people are going to take the thing. And the reason why the people have already taken the thing, the spiker, and they're getting messed up because of it.
Yeah.
But there's going to be more people that's going to take it right now. Okay? Right now in this day and age, those that haven't taken it, they're going to take more of it because, more people are going to take it because their backs are going to be pushed towards a corner. And their lives are going to be threatened. We never see the difference between you people and us, those that believe in Yahushua. We never had a life here.
That's right.
So you can't threaten our lives. Our lives were already been, our lives have been gone ever since we came to this belief system of Yahushua. We're dead to this world. You're alive in this world. So this is why everything in this world matters to you. This is why it matters to you for you to take the thing. But it doesn't matter to us at all. Because again, our life is in Yahweh Shai. Our life is actually being preserved for the kingdom of heaven. So you think we give a shit about this world? Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here. Go on, brother.
If I may, that's a brilliant point because I was watching a video that some brothers in America put up. I can't remember the name, Slakia. But it was of a Jake who's in the army.
Oh, you just took the words from my mouth.
Yeah.
I was just about to mention that point.
Can't, it's the spirit then.
Brother, spirit.
So there's a Jake who's in the army and he was on TikTok giving it all the big talk, talking all this shit like, nah, they ain't gonna push it on me. I'm not gonna get no dishonorable discharge. They can't do this, they can't do that. I'm not gonna take it, not gonna take it. Then he made a follow-up video.
Yep.
Now if I don't take it, they're threatening to cut me down 2 pay grades. I'm not about to take that L, man. I can't be taking that L. I've got a family to feed. I've got a little kid. I can't take that L, man. So I'm just gonna have to take the thing. Now the reason why I'm saying that is because one thing that all Jake is known for is talking shit. Jake can always talk a good game. It's like Jake's got a good mouth, right? It's going to be proven who the real followers of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai are through their actions. Because we're saying we're not going to take it, Lord willing, the Lord keeps us in His spirit.
Lord willing, Lord willing.
But if the thought is even crossing your mind that maybe, then you're on shaky ground, man. Because right now I'm like, well, fuck Esau, man. What are you going to do?
But brother, to add, he even said about if it does something to him in 24 months.
Yeah.
He said that. He said
if I turn into a zombie in
24 months.
Yeah.
So he admitted that maybe,
these people don't value the.
And you know what that shows? What you just said, because people know that the effects of it. People already know the effects of what the thing could cause. But people are going to take it anyway because they want to get back to their free life again, and they're really afraid of the powers that be.
Yep. And if I just say one more thing, that was very spiritual because what you can remember, that's a soldier. He's supposed to be a tough guy, right? He's supposed to be willing to fight for things and stand up for shit, but yet he's the first one to bow down and be like, oh yes, master, I'll take the jab. So these tough guys who are in the world, they're not real tough guys, man.
Yeah. I got one for you. Lamentations 4:21 says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Oz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and thou shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away unto captivity. He will visit thine iniquities, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins.
Yeah, and that's the time that we're approaching. We're approaching the time of the end of our curse, due to the sins that we've committed against our Heavenly Father. Hence is why we went into slavery, and we're suffering the way that we're suffering today in this particular world. So in that time, we're gonna have to go through a whole lot of chaos and Jacob's trouble. But in that time, that's gonna be the beginning of the end of our curse, and therefore, next in line, the Lord is going to discover the sins of Edom, and therefore Edom is going to be judged according to the things which they have done. So we're going to know all of that put together, as well as these other precepts in that time. So why should we fall for it when Esau, tells us, look, man, it's either you take this or you die. Might as well just go ahead and die, because this society is already dead anyway at that time.
Yeah.
And Esau is going to transition towards his judgment eventually. Go on, brother.
Yeah, brother, because we're in a time now, there's so much information going out now, right?
It's too much.
It's so much information, all right? Even Edomites bringing out certain information.
Oh, yeah.
So, according to that same guy there and the soldier, Romans 14:5, one man esteemeth one day above another, another esteemeth every day alike. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind.
Right, as well as what the Apostle Paul said. Didn't he say that? Somebody get that. Romans 8:34. Because even the Apostle Paul was fully persuaded in his way of the Heavenly Father. He said, no, nothing can deter me from the will of the Lord. No depth, no height, nothing.
Principality,
So that's the spirit we gotta take in through. We have to be fully persuaded in our minds. And even before the time of Jacob's trouble, we have to be persuaded in our minds that this devil ain't got shit on the Lord, and he ain't got shit on what we have. Go on, brother. Let's read that. Romans 8:34.
Yeah, Romans 8 verse 34. Who is he that condemneth? It is Hamashiach that died.
Go on.
Yea, rather, that is risen again, who is even at the right hand of our power, who also maketh intercession for us.
Go on.
Right.
Who shall separate us from the love of Hamashiach?
There you go. That's the one I wanted. Yep.
Shall tribulation or distress, or persecution, or famine, or nakedness, or peril, or sword.
God.
As it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long,
Right.
and we are counted as sheep for the slaughter.
We are counted as sheep for the slaughter. So we have no life here. We know that we're gonna have to go through certain things, right? But again, the point what we're making here now is that who can separate us from the love of the Mashiach Yahweh Shai, the one and only that died on the cross for our sins,
Yep.
so that we can be reconciled back to our Father in heaven. No one can do that. Okay? And also it says in the book of, I believe it's in the book of John, for you have not chosen me, but I have chosen you that your fruit shall remain. So who are the fruit that's going to remain? The elect are going to remain in his hands.
I've got that for you.
Go on, brother.
This is John 15, I believe. I read it earlier. Yeah, John 15 verse 1. I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman. Every branch that in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away. And every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth it, that it may bring forth more fruit.
Go on.
Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you.
Right.
Abide in me as I in you.
Right.
As the branch cannot bear fruit of itself,
Okay.
except it abide in the vine.
Okay.
No more can you, except you abide in me.
So what verse you in?
Just getting on to verse 5, this is the point. I am the vine, and ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and
What
I
I want
in
you to
him.
read is John 15 and 16.
Salakia, I'll jump down.
Okay, come.
Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you, that ye should go forth and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain.
And that your fruit shall remain. Go on.
And whatsoever you shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it unto you.
Right, so those are the men. You're gonna have men of the Lord that are gonna be preordained to stand before other potential men of the Lord, and those men, once they've been fully gathered, as it says in the scriptures, none of them shall be plucked out of his hands. None of the elect are going to be plucked out of the Lord's hand. Why? Because the spirit upon them is going to be geared towards their maker. They're going to be fully persuaded towards their maker.
That's right. That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
That's the point right there. And that's why, as it says in the book of Romans, the 11th chapter, how Paul was basically elaborating that the Lord have not forsaken all of his people, because you have an election, which is according to grace, which will find the truth, right? And they will not bow the knee to the image of Baal. So those men would have to be here. And if these men are here, they're going to overcome this beast. They're going to overcome this system altogether.
If I may read on this some more.
You're going on.
And then I'll jump back to Romans, because the point in that wasn't made. But it says in verse 17, these things I command, that ye love one another. And if the world hate you, know that it hated me first, before it hated you.
Right.
If you were of the world would love his own.
Right. If you were of the world would love his own. So let's just say we did what the world wanted us to do. The world would love us, because we're in league with the world. It's the scripture says, how can two walk together except they be agreed? So in that time it's going to be declared that we're cut from a different cloth from these people. That we're separate entities. We're not the same. Okay? And that's why they're going to hate us, because we're going to be what? Enemy to their state of mind.
Perfect.
Go on, brother.
Yeah.
Go on, and it says,
Write this up.
if you were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world,
Right.
but I have chosen you out of the world,
I have chosen you out of the world. Go on.
therefore the world hateth you.
Therefore the world hateth you. And that's why when you're at the job in some cases, or you may walk past certain people, they give you these looks.
Yep.
They look at you like you're something foreign, which you are something foreign. You're something that they don't understand. All right? And what people are not going to understand is why are these Negroes, why are these niggas, why are these people giving up their rights and holding our freedoms back? So that's going to be foreign to them. And check this out as well. When you don't understand something, you have that level of hatred towards that something, or you fear that something that you don't understand. But the point I'm making is just to keep it real basic here, is that they're going to hate us because we're going to hold on. We're going to pretty much hold on with what they want to do. We're going to prevent them from doing the wickedness that they want to fucking do. Go on, brother. I just had to use the F word there.
That's it.
If you don't like my swearing, then you can watch Walt Disney or some shit.
Con.
Go on, brother. As the Apostle Paul put it, though I be rude in speech, but yet not in knowledge. But I'm gonna try and cut down on the cussing though. I will do that. Go on, brother.
Right. Now I'm going to jump back to Romans 8. And it says, we are killed all the day long. We are counted as sheep for the slaughter.
God.
Nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors.
Right.
Through him that loved us. For I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth,
go on.
nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of the Most High, which is in Hamashiach Yahushua our Lord.
So as you just read the scripture where it says, let every man be fully persuaded in his own way, you're supposed to be fully persuaded in your own way towards worshiping and acknowledging Yahushua and being a prisoner of hope, just like the Apostle Paul was a prisoner of hope unto him. So if you're a prisoner of hope, you can't believe in any other thing. You can't falter and actually not believe. You have to believe. You're put in a situation where you have no choice but to believe. So we've all become prisoners of hope. Wow. Like I always tell myself from time to time, man, I can't see myself falling out.
Lord willing.
I don't see how that could happen because I've came too far in this truth. I've gained too much understanding, right? And I know what's going to happen to this world. So where am I going? Now the Lord could do whatever He wants to do. Yeah. He can get a guy in the truth a certain amount of years and let him fall out. But what I'm saying is even on a natural level, there's nothing else to do. This world is done. It's done. You know, when I came into the truth, the world had more life in it at the time. Now this world is completely dead.
Right.
So if I wanted to be like sitting in my own head because certain things ain't right in the camp or whatever, and I wanted to fall back in the world, what the fuck am I falling back into, man?
And if you love women, you can't even go to a woman.
You can't even go to a
woman. You know, if you love women, you might be perverted with women and love women, and you can't go to a woman.
You can't go back to it.
You know,
or if you like houses, it's going to be very difficult for you to set up your own business because the banks ain't giving people no loans, and as well as the jobs ain't even there. It's very difficult to find a decent job. There's so many people that have went to university and got their scholarships and degrees just so they can get a particular job, and they're working at Mickey D's. They're flipping burgers while they got these degrees and shit, or homeless on the street. So this world is done.
It is.
The only way we can move is forward. We can't go back. There's no going back. We got to just move. Now we have no choice but to move forward. Go on, brother.
There's a term called involuntary celibacy, right? Yeah, incel.
Yeah.
Now there's a guy who shot this.
Oh yeah, I've read about that story.
And he's claiming to be a member of the incel community because it's a rising community where they're saying, they're involuntary because of women. They're saying the women, and there was a guy called Gillian Rogers or something like that. Gillian Rogers, but he said that he claimed that he shot about 20 people, shootouts and stabbings because he said that no women, the women are wicked. They've got too many choices. So this thing now you was talking about, a lot of men are becoming incels, involuntary, or some of them voluntary because which is that judgment with 6 people was killed in Plymouth. That was judgment. The most
that's what that was.
Yeah, put a spirit on that guy, Jake. His name was Jake Davis, right? With a name like, it was an Edomite, but his name was Jake, and I was thinking, well, that's that kind of spiritual, He shot his mother. He shot a little baby 3-year-old. He shot the father to the baby, a 66-year-old. He just went on a shooting spree over in so-called, what you call this place when it's really like rural area.
Yeah.
And they said they was very shocked about that. So this is all judgments, but I got a precept, man.
Go on, brother.
I got a precept to what you were saying, Elder.
Go on, brother.
Ecclesiasticus 4 or Sirach 4:27 says, "Make not thyself an underling to a foolish man, neither accept the person of the mighty. Strive for the truth unto death, and Yahweh shall fight for thee."
That's beautiful. And that's the point, right?
Heavy.
Because ultimately the people that are running this world and just people in general are foolish. So you don't want to be a wise man being an underling to these people, man. So again, I mean, what would really be the point of you falling away from the gospel? You're a jackass. You're stupid from doing something like that because this gospel is growing in extreme value while this world is devaluing at the same time. Like I said, when I came into the truth, going on just about 11 years ago, the world was better off, man. The world had more life to it. People were more in the world doing things of the world, just being wicked, flat out wicked, and just being the way that they were before. Okay?
And secondly,
Elder, there wasn't even no such thing as fucking COVID, man.
I was going to add to the Elder. I was going to add to that because even that time when you was 11 years ago, you didn't even hardly see prophecies them time there. But the prophecies are
really
they're kicking off more and more and
Come.
more. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
as you said, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, again, as I'm going to say, the best thing to do is just to simply pray to the Lord to keep your mind in the right order
Yep.
and
Rooted.
move forward in this thing. That's it.
Precept.
Going out.
Isaiah 41 verse 10. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy power.
Right, for I am thy power. And remember, this is the same power that's going to be orchestrating all of this madness on the earth. So we have nothing to fear.
That's right.
Go on, brother.
I will strengthen thee. Yea, I will help thee.
Right, and the Lord will strengthen thee. You know how he's going to strengthen us? Let's go and read Job, the 5th chapter, because it says in the book of Job 5 that in the days of affliction, we shall laugh. So the Lord is going to have to intensify our power and our spirit for us to actually laugh in the days of great despair. Come on, man. Go on, brother.
Job 5 in which, Salakia?
I think it's 5 and 12, verse 12.
Right, Job 5 verse 12 says, now let me start from 10 because it's good. No, it's like 11. To set upon high those that be low, and those that mourn may be exalted to safety. He disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
Come on.
He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong.
Come on. Some more on that.
Shall I read them?
Yeah, read some more.
They meet with darkness in the daytime, and grope in the noonday as at night. But he saveth the poor from the sword, and from their mouth, and from the hand of the mighty, so that the poor have hope, and iniquity stoppeth her mouth.
Come on.
Behold, happy is the man whom the Most High correcteth,
Yes.
and therefore despise not the chastening of the Almighty.
And we have been corrected. When we heard the apostles, and when we heard other men, some of us came through other men that came by the apostles. So when we all came before this truth and took hold of this truth by the men we came before, we got the correction. Happy is he that received the correction of the Most High and also endured the chastening of the Heavenly Father. Why? Because all of that chastening is going to lead to us being so powerful to the point that we can overstand the days and times of Jacob's trouble.
That's
That's
right.
why every last one of you brothers, including myself, go through things in life.
Yep.
Whether you have bodily issues, whether you have issues at the job, whatever issue you have. And like even Pastor Hard declared out there that most brothers are sick in GMS. Most brothers got all kind of problems. The Most High is doing that so that he can build on your faith, so that your senses can be exercised, and you can deal with the hard times so off the cup.
Khan.
Like it's nothing. Go on, brother.
I'll jump back to Isaiah afterwards. You can go into that.
Okay, Isaiah 65,
And there's some more now too.
65 verse 12 from 12 says, Therefore I will number
Yeah.
to the
Job 5.
sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter, because when I called, you did not answer.
Yeah.
When I spoke, ye did not hear,
Come on.
but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not.
Right.
Therefore thus saith Jehovah thy power, Behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed.
So the end thing, the right thing to do is to simply become a servant of the Lord. If you become a servant of the Lord, then there's going to be rewards. You will be taken care of in the hour of temptation, in the time of Jacob's trouble. And all of these different things you're going to have to experience in the times of Jacob's trouble. So that's just the thing about that. Like, but the men that have not came under the disobedience, under the discipline of Yahushua, they're going to be out there. They're going to be perplexed, confused, because they're not going to know what's hitting them or what hit them, right? They're not going to expect it because they don't have the word to have shown them what to expect. So they're going to be bugged the fuck out. Okay? I got to stop saying, I got to stop dropping the F-bomb.
It's all good, man.
But I'm passionate. Come on.
Salakia, shall I read Job?
Yeah, read it.
Right, so where was I at?
Is this something, Maria?
No, it's a balloon.
It's,
balloon. I don't want to jump
yeah.
to conclusions.
you're
Verse
supposed to
18,
do
for
that,
he
yeah.
maketh sore and he bindeth up.
Come on.
He woundeth and his hands make whole.
Yeah.
Yea, so he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee.
And how is deliverance going to come? When those chariots come. The chariots of the Lord are going to bring in the salvation in the time of Jacob's trouble.
Oh, that's a
That's why it says that the Lord will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, for he would have the deliverer. Now it's going to seem like the Lord is going to destroy all of his people by the things which is forth to come, but the Lord is going to save an election. Those that have already received the correction, they're going to receive the mercy of the Lord. Okay. Okay, go on, brother.
In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword.
Go on.
Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of the destruction when it cometh.
Right, so the Lord would have to again build our spirits up for that time. So when the time comes, we won't be afraid. We're not even afraid of what's happening right now. With all of this information that we know and the people dropping before us, because I mean, I got peoples that have actually seen someone drop on the train because of the spiker. So things are happening, man, but we just don't see it. But as time progresses, we're going to see things that our eyes have never seen before. And the average person is going to bug out if they see these things, but we're still going to be stable in the mind because we already know what the situation is anyway.
That's right.
Okay? And that's the good recompense for becoming what? A servant, bowing the head towards his truth, Yahweh Shai, and therefore receiving his knowledge. And with that, you're safe.
Yep.
You understand. Okay? Go on, brother.
Verse 22, at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh.
Right. And at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. Go on.
Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace
And there's
with
going to
thee.
be so much chaos going on out here that even the so-called zoo animals are going to be released, and they're going to escape. We're going to see elephants. We're going to see lions. We're going to see tigers. We're going to see panthers. Those big black cats.
Yes.
That's in basically naturally they're from the UK. They're from England. You're going to see bears. And these creatures, these flesh-eating creatures, but these creatures are not going to touch us because they're going to see that aura. We're going to have that special aura, the aura of the Lord, and they're going to bow down. It says that in the scriptures that even the beast shall bow before thee. But these people out here, they're going to be devoured, man, because they don't have the covering of the Lord Himself. They're just doing as they may, living out their vain life, which doesn't even really add up to nothing. There's no substance to their life. Go on, brother.
And it says, for thou shalt be at peace with the beasts of the field, and thou shalt know that thy tabernacle shall be in peace, and thou shalt visit thy habitation and shall not sin. Thou shalt know also that thy seed shall be great, and thine offspring as of the grass of the earth. Thou shalt come to thy grave in full age, like as a shock of corn cometh in his season.
So that's the rewards of the righteous, and that's all going to happen in the kingdom. That's not going to happen in this society. We would have to be changed for all of that, as you just read, for that to happen. But like I was saying, there's going to be rewards for us holding on to the word, and those rewards are going to be in the time of Jacob's trouble, our strength and in terms of our spirit. Because really the spirit is the real us. So the spirit is going to be renewed into greater power in that time. That's why it says that in the days of what, as you've explained, the days of destruction and famine, we shall laugh. So you gotta have one hell of a spirit to do all of that, man.
That's
because
right.
That's some scary ass times to be in, where you can't get access to food. You're seeing people drop dead around you. All of this melee you're seeing, you're gonna be like naturally. You're gonna be in an upset state of mind. You're gonna be like shattered in the heart. So for you to be able to laugh in that time, you gotta, man. Boy, oh boy, but Most High's going to heighten our spirits.
Here's a simple scenario. Just imagine 10 of you going into a haunted house. And 9 of you are screaming on the place and you there laughing at everybody screaming.
You're laughing,
You know what I mean?
It's a good one.
No, I'm serious. Must be
And it's going to be like a horror place. This whole entire environment that we're in right now, it's going to transition into something that it's going to be horrifying. A horrifying environment. Excuse me. Go on, brother.
Precept Sirach 25 verse 7. There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th will I utter with my tongue. A man that hath joy of his children